All right. I didn't give Manchester United a chance against Liverpool last week. He did, so he was right.
I mean, you always believe,
Always
and
believe.
most importantly, I mean, God,
That's crazy that you're saying that as a Chelsea fan, but never mind.
I mean,
Welcome back to another episode of Ball Like You podcast. Tolu Real Madrid fan. This guy is supposed to be a Chelsea fan, but I don't know what's going on today.
I'm a blue fan. I'm a blue fan always. And naturally, I supported the team that was. I just hate red, so I just naturally supported the team on the day.
That wore
I
it.
was wearing white at the time, if I recall.
Yeah, white.
So,
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, big title shakeup. Actually, not very honestly happy when I look at it in the long term of things because Arsenal is poised as Arsenal's title to lose. But what a match! And I sniffed it, I smelled it.
I posted the short.
The best thing about these.
posted the short.
Oh, nice, good looks. The best thing about this podcast is it's crystallized.
You can look back.
So I said it on live TV. And it is now in the archives. So
Hey, congratulations.
I know ball.
Fair. I mean, sometimes when you predict the game, sometimes it will make you look crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you look like a genius, sometimes you look crazy. I looked crazy. It reminded me of when I thought Inter had a chance against PSG in the Champions League final. I did not see that coming either.
But I mean, like we discussed via text, and what we'll get into today. A lot of posts from Liverpool.
Yep.
By that I mean Gakpo should have scored
At
maybe
least
a
one.
brace
Yeah.
on a different day.
Yeah.
So just wasn't their day. Hasn't been their day for 4 weeks.
For 4 games. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happened in
It's
couple
been a long
decades,
time.
yeah.
And the thing about it is, one of the things I did say on last episode as well is, what are we going to see the narrative around the team? Are their fans going to crash out? Are they going to take this in a stride? I don't think it's, there's a lot of buzz around the team right now. And
sure.
It's not good conversations around the manager or the personnel. So, I don't think their fans are super calm at this point. Four on the run is
crazy work.
Yeah, it's not how you don't defend the title that way. You don't win any trophy. It's not trophy winning form.
Nah, at all. And to top it off against your bitter rivals is extra painful. But let's get into it.
Yeah. I think Harry Maguire. Sorry,
Go ahead.
I think Harry Maguire was saying. I think he's been there for about 8 years now.
Harry?
Yeah. 6 or 7 years. I think he came in 2018. So that'd be 8 years.
I mean, 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. But I don't think he's beaten Liverpool at Anfield
Before?
So I think there was maybe one game I think they've done it, but it's
in the cup.
Yeah, it's very rare that Man United does that. So I think that's
Actually, you're right. I think the last time it happened was under Van Gaal.
Yeah,
I think it was that game remember that game that Juan Mata scored the bike.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was watching the post-match interview, and he was just like, this, my slab head is gonna go down in history, just like the Juan Mata goal. That was.
Oh, that's what he said.
Yeah, he did say that.
He did say that.
He
Okay.
didn't say slab head, but
You just added little Jara, just little.
Well, I think what was happening, I think it might have been one of the Man United teammates in the background was like, I heard him say slab. He's just got a big head, and that was a beautiful header. But we'll get into it.
Clutch header. But let's get into it. Let's deep dive into the game. First of all, I said last episode that if United do their usual two of Casemiro and Bruno, and Liverpool did Szoboszlai, Wirtz, and Gravenberg, I thought Wirtz would have his first goal contribution. Technically, he didn't start. Technically, he came in and had a hockey assist. But I was very disappointed in the lineup. Firstly, I don't understand this what I don't understand is Hugo Ekitike not starting in place of Isak. Like, I don't know when. Maybe this is the game that Arne Slot like figures it out that okay, Isak can't start yet. Ekitike needs to start. Do you think this is? Do you think he'll keep doing this, or realize that he needs to do something different?
Right now, you're looking at benching the most expensive striker in Premier League history,
Player.
player, all space paid, and then Florian Wirtz, who's the most expensive midfielder.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's crazy, almost borderline crazy to bench one or two of those players on a week-to-week basis. I know you're saying Florian Wirtz should probably start
I think so.
and play himself out of this kind of
Yeah,
weird.
because he's not under. I mean, he's not producing, but he's not underperforming.
No, it's just kind of getting on the right page with all these with his new teammates, understanding and adapting to the league. What I did hear from a couple of pundits that are Merseyside or Liverpool fans,
Yeah.
was that they it's very abnormal for them at least to experience, and again I apologize for
No, go ahead, go ahead.
for them to experience an adaptation, like a rough adaptation period of a player to a Liverpool side. That's not something they really go through often. Usually when they sign a player, it gels.
Yes.
Like striker, midfielder, whomever, it's exactly what they needed at that time to fit the mold that they need. There's no like, oh, I don't speak, even if they don't speak the language or anything like that, they just somehow just slot right in. And what we're seeing now is not something that they're comfortable or they're used to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're above all of it. Nobody is immune to that type of adjustment period.
Yeah.
But to bench Isak, to answer your question, in favor of a Katike, I mean the eyes don't lie. I'm a big preseason type of believer, and without it, your whole season is rocky,
At least the first half.
to say the least. Yeah.
At least the first half. Yeah, I just don't understand. Isak is just not ready. He did have a 1v1 chance when I think Konate, yes, it was Konate that played him a through pass, beautiful pass, and he missed the 1v1. Maybe preseason Isak scores that, but good save by Lamont. I also thought that it was just so interesting, so obvious that Liverpool are off form because United were playing for the most part a mid block, and that Conor Bradley made some runs in behind. Kirk has made some runs in behind. Even Isak himself made some runs in behind that. In this block, nobody played him the ball because Liverpool were building with just two, Konate and Van Dijk staying put and Grav coming to, collect the ball and start play. And so it's like who has been Liverpool's best player so far, either at right back or in center mid. So it was like and McAllister were taking turns coming to check for the ball, but they made sure not to check in too much to give time on the ball with Cunha presses and Grav has the ball. He always has time on the ball, at least a little bit of time on the ball to pick a pass. But I just thought they were a little hesitant to play Conor Bradley when he ran in there, Kirkes when he ran in there, even Gakpo sometimes ran in there, and Salah did nothing, by the way. This is another game.
Passenger.
This is another game.
Collected a check.
This is another game that Salah has grossly underperformed. I'm not going to jump on him and say his wash is finished. Just stating the obvious, he is grossly underperforming. It's the same system, different players. So he misses Trent, obviously. Isn't it crazy how Liverpool missed Trent after all the talk about him? Rightfully so, his defensive liabilities.
Yeah.
But them missing Trent was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, I mean, Frimpong had some moments towards the end of the game. There was a moment, ooh, I can't remember who he queued up. It might have been Gakpo.
Gakpo, the header.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Gakpo on a
yeah,
platter,
yeah.
a beautiful penetrative run, and then
Cross.
a great cross.
Yeah.
So it's not like he isn't, but he's not giving you any really the same dynamism or danger that causes a team going against Liverpool to respect and opens up so many avenues for the rest of their team. Without that, they're pretty. It's
One
like you said
dimension.
yeah, it's pretty massive to see the difference.
Yep.
Given the tumultuous departure of the player. But granted, I mean, they did not want to lose him for a reason.
True. To be fair,
And I mean, I'm not keeping tabs on him that much, but how's he doing?
he's hurt. He started okay, but he's been hurt for a couple of weeks now. He just started training again. He got hurt like I'll say about a month ago now, actually. So he just started training on the pitch again. But he's not, I mean, he hasn't no goal contributions, but early on in the Club World Cup, he did have some moments where I'm like, "Oh, that's the trend I know."
Yeah.
Defensively, but offensively, obviously, he's decent on the ball, obviously, and he'll only get better for us, Real Madrid. But they definitely missed him. Conor Bradley was making those inside runs to free Salah 1v1 and free him to, run into the ball at feet, run at his man or try and cross or do whatever. Salah missed a decent chance. I'd say he like literally just scuffed it. His techers was just off.
Yeah, he doesn't look sharp.
No.
Doesn't look dangerous.
No.
Looks a little bit old. It's just a hair.
Maybe more than a hair.
Yeah.
Even the first game of the season that he scored, that he right from the season, he hasn't looked like devastating. But actually, let's talk a little bit about United and what they did well, because I feel like it's been a lot of the Liverpool stuff. United, you asked me a question last week if they can execute the Palace-like version of what they play, which is 5. Wait, what they play? 5-2-3. Yeah, 5-2-3, and they did very well, and they did it well because even though United were kind of exposed, in my opinion, at the mid block to runs from Conor Bradley and Kirkes, it did help tighten the midfield up with Mount coming in to join Bruno and Casemiro in the middle, and the transitions helped because they were all together. There was no gap in the between the lines between attack and midfield and defense. That's what usually happens with United, but they did a great job doing that. That's the best I've seen them play. And Liverpool hit the post 3 times, and Gakpo missed a sitter.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Football is weird like that.
It is goofy. I was just checking because I think they played a 5-2-3, but it might have been a 4-3-3.
No, they did play a 5.
Play 5? Okay.
Yeah, they played 5. They were just compact with what's his name, Ahmad, right wing back, but he was more offensive.
Yeah.
And then Dalo played left wing back. Then it was Harry Maguire. Shaw, Harry Maguire, and De Ligt, Bruno, Casemiro, Cunha, Mbeumo, and Mount. And I think the difference is playing Cunha instead of Sesko. I think playing Cunha gives you somebody that drops in to receive the ball, drops in to make a tackle. That makes, when Cunha comes in, when they have without the ball and Mount comes in, it creates that protection that they need in the midfield, and they're not as exposed. So that definitely worked in their favor. Good first goal again, Van Dijk. Another iffy moment where Mbeumo running behind, Dalo with the ball, with I think Kirkes on him, and Konate had, I want to say it was Cunha he had on him, like right somewhere right there, and Van Dijk was again concerned with somebody else's man instead of just following his guy. So he's definitely, I don't know what's going on. He's definitely in a slump. Him and Salah definitely in a slump. It's just interesting to see. It's just I don't want to count them out just yet. They're not that old. They're old, but not that old where they can still deliver.
Yeah.
So me, I don't like counting people, especially great players, out until they're like out,
Yeah, it does.
until they're done. So interesting to see there.
It's not that they're like duds. It's just when it's hard to maintain the level. And that's what we should say. The level of play that at which they were producing,
Yeah,
which was sublime. It was unheard of, unprecedented. Mohamed Salah for the last several seasons has been the difference maker for the side, and then Virgil is the captain. He's taken trophies from my clubs.
yeah,
I think to watch them both, not even, I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination do either of them deserve to be benched or anything like that. It's just it's palpable. You can see the father time.
yeah. You can see it. It's obvious. Shout out to Harry Maguire. I mean, despite everything he's been through at United, and some of it, rightfully so. He had a poor patch, even though the system didn't favor him yet, but he had a poor patch.
It's not even really. I mean, the heat that he received is because he's the most expensive defender in Premier League history.
Yeah.
More so than Van Dijk. And it was kind of unwarranted. I think the season prior, Man United offered him or Leicester wanted 80 million. Man United said no. And then the next summer they came back and closed the deal for 85.
Yeah, I think it's 80. I think it's 85.
I think that's what it is. So
Yeah.
he was supposed to be the chosen one.
And City wanted him too.
Yeah, I mean, he was a good player. It's just that was a lot of money. The market was in a weird spot. But if he was 60 or 50 million, I think the narrative around his play and the pressure on him to produce would have been different. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm not going to retcon it and say that he didn't have a tough go at it for a while.
Yeah, I got the armband taken off of him, all that stuff, and still having the mental fortitude to show up again and again and scored a lot of important. After the whole debacles, he scored a lot of important goals for United, both in the league and in Europe, and I think in cup games. So, yes, in top games for sure. So, more power to him for going on strong, and great assist from Bruno, just slapping the ball mid-air
One time, rather.
and that was perfect ball. Shout out to Bruno.
Yeah, everybody was just watching it.
Yeah, it was. I don't think anybody expected him to just slap it back in like that. So shout out to him for sure. And yeah, a good game. I did not see that coming. You're right. I did not. I thought it was going to be easy 3-0. Close up shop. Isak goal, Verts goal or assist, Salah goal, and call it a day. Everything is fine in Merseyside Red, but Wolves continues for
I mean, I remember watching
for the champs.
What was it, the Community Shield?
Yes.
Against Palace, and I was like, these guys are beatable. I said it. I said it to everybody that would listen to me. I was like, I really enjoyed this game for that reason. Like these, it's they're gonna get better, but they're also gonna struggle. And most importantly, the tape. Okay, we're talking about teams that are preparing for teams on a weekly basis. Full coaching staff got off an international break. All I'm sure Manchester United were doing was watching tape how to beat these guys. The same thing that Liverpool is doing, but still from their perch, they're like, let's just know.
We are Liverpool,
Yeah, let's just be ourselves.
and this is Anfield.
Yeah, this is let's not make a mess of this, and let's just know ourselves. and play our ball. Like whereas I think United came in with a plan on how to neutralize or kind of take away from what they were doing, Liverpool was doing, and
Yeah.
then also play their pip a goal based off of the weaknesses that we've seen exposed in the last three fixtures.
Yeah. Yeah. But let's see how long Liverpool's woes continue, and if United can, after their first back-to-back victory under Amorim in the league, which is crazy, um, if they can continue this, because he's already talking big talk at the
Yeah.
pressers, keep the same energy. I'm like, congratulations on your win, but you have another game. You know that, right? This is not a cup final. It's a big game. Congrats. No, no, nothing should be taken away from the performance of your team, Ruben Amorim. And I know that you're frustrated with the press, but they can take you down again if you don't win the next game.
Yeah,
So
I'll humble you real quick.
just calm down, take it easy. But yeah, that was the deep dive. It was a good game. It was a fun game. It was a super Sunday kind of game.
Yeah, it's not even calm down as much as savor the moment. Like,
Yeah.
you tried to act cool, like, oh, I've been here before. Okay, you and I both know you've not been here before. Like, the biggest win that he's seen, they're few and far between, and there's a lot of pressure on the club. So for that, my manager beat Liverpool 2 weeks ago and got sent off.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a whole season to it all, but let's just like what are we doing if we're not celebrating moments like that in the moment, and then get back to business on on Monday,
Yeah.
or Tuesday rather, Victory Monday or whatever, and then get back to it. But to kind of play the long game and be like, no, stay over there. Y'all were mean before. Come on, bro.
Were you guys playing well before? Like, anyway.
We move.
We move. Recap of the week. You got Ange sacked. What's that about?
Ange is a nice bloke, lovely bloke. It sucks to see that kind of go down the way that it went down. They played very well for the first half of the match.
Very well.
But Enzo has made it's been pretty key recently in making the right adjustments at halftime, which is what we saw again. This was a very tough match for us because on paper, when you look at the lineup of the players that are missing,
especially defensively,
yeah,
and in the midfield.
Yeah. So like we said on the last episode, we were going to be missing Enzo. And I didn't know until the presser the Friday prior. I think Friday prior.
Yeah.
And I texted you. The biggest updates on that were Benoit Badiashile is out till December. Moises Caicedo was hurt, and Enzo's not going to play, and Cole's out for 6 weeks. I was like, bro, this is
not all at once.
Maresca got it out in the first 3 minutes, but I was breathing heavily. I was just really shocked. And then I saw it on the day. Our midfield consisted. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was Lavia. It was Andre Santos, kind of in the 10 role.
Yeah.
Which was I don't know if this is it wasn't getting the best out of a lot of our attackers. Like João Pedro has been kind of on I don't want to say it's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
We just tactically have kind of failed him as of late.
Yeah.
But that midfield and that lineup in general, I was very concerned on paper. And that first half was very concerning.
Very.
But to see Josh Achapong get his first goal, to see how hard Pedro Neto worked to make that happen. Reece James also with a great goal. I think he had a goal and assist. I think
Free kick and
yep. And then who am I missing? Who else scored?
I can't even remember. But because I started watching that game, and I think I had to travel, so I didn't finish the game. But the first half, when Gibbs White missed a couple decent chances, I think I wouldn't even missed a chance too.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just one of those things. I was telling Nelson, it was one of those. The Mike Tyson quote came to mind where it was everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, and immediately the Achapong goal went in. It was just downhill from there. And added on, and then Reece James
Okay,
wrapped
so
it up.
wasn't
Yeah,
it the goal and the assist?
yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm looking back at this. Another two things that I wanted to take home. From
Another red
yeah,
card.
red card FC. Our manager was literally in the dugout or in the stands because of the red card that he had gotten. I I just don't understand it at this point. I knew coming in from the summer, I was like, we're gonna have a disciplinary issue. I said it, and it's just kind of crazy to watch it happen in real time. But I think what's happening as well is at the beginning of the season, Maresca was not good, and especially the Manchester United game is not good at managing when it's a man down.
Yeah.
I think he's improved dramatically.
He had no choice. He had a ton of chances to practice that.
Necessity is the mother of invention. I think
sure.
that's what we're seeing
For sure.
in terms of him growing into learning a little bit more about how to manage that situation. This is important. It's going to be important come Champions League or whatever it may be. But yeah, guys, clean it up. Now we have to deal with finding. I think next week I don't. It wasn't a straight red, but still.
Second yellow, yeah.
Yeah, it's just every week we got to figure out, somebody's gone or somebody's suspended or whatever. And then yellow card accumulation is also very much a thing.
Yes, very, very much a thing. So, but yeah, all that means you got Ange fired, and it looks like Sean Dyche, which going to Forest is actually wild. From Nuno to Ange to Sean Dyche is like confusing. That's why you shouldn't just always react to sacking your manager sometimes, because I think Nuno would have been better.
Well,
But
100%. 100%. But when relationships break down, they break down.
yeah,
And the weird thing is the fact that Nuno is was at least in the beginning, when he first came to Forest, it was kind of like being. He did not play a high line. That's not Nuno. That's not his style of football at all. It's like a responsible, methodical way of playing. And then you'd have like a big striker is what kind of was the final piece to the puzzle. And switching to Ange Postecoglou was such a drastic change in formation and ideology about the game. And then now you're going back to Sean Dyche, who I think will benefit. I mean, I think he's going to be a good fit for the pieces that he has
yes,
there.
I think so too. Like especially the big man up top,
Big man up top, hoofing it down,
direct.
smash mouth footy, smash and grab rather footy, is what he's going to do. Especially they're backed in a corner right now, 8 games lost. I think he's going to definitely have a good benefit on the
personnel,
team.
yeah.
So, but yeah, this manager or this owner is a wild one.
Very wild. Maybe wilder than Abramovich. Who knows?
Yeah, no, for sure. This guy is way crazy. Roman was a nice man. He just really wanted to win.
Yeah.
I think this guy left it 2-0.
Going to type up the sack letter.
Just seething. Hilarious picture of I think, Enzo Maresca was, like I said, in the stands. And why am I blanking on this man's name? Oga.
Marinakis, yeah.
Marinakis Oga was within touching, they were not far away. So I think after the second goal, Enzo's coach staff was like, yeah, and he's just sitting there I'm gonna fire everybody's firing, and then he left shortly after that. So there's a lot of stories about what happened and the fallout and whatnot. But from what I've been told, from what I can tell, he left it 2-0, and that the players were pretty blindsided by it. Ange got a couple of words in, saying we're really close, but it's frustrating because these things aren't
Yeah.
we were so freaking close. And you feel for the big man, but
Game is the game.
game is game, and 2 buyout clauses, I'm sure. or contracts. I'm sure he got bought out of
Oh
the
yeah,
Tottenham deal.
for sure.
And
He's
now
no. Don't, yeah,
let's
yeah.
not
He's cool. He's cool.
yeah, like,
He's alright. He's cool. He's cool.
cry with use the dollar bills to cry, or the pounds to cry. So
Right. Yeah. He's
dry your
fine.
tears. But yeah,
He's fine.
curious to see where he ends up.
Yeah. He was. I mean, I think he'll be fine. He will probably go back to Scotland somewhere or something. Or maybe back in the Prem. Who knows? Um, in Italy, Milan sole winners. They beat Fiorentina at home. Rafael Leao is back. Scored both goals. Now they're by themselves at the top of the table. And again, I remember the episode before the season started. I'm like, they have Luka Modric now. They kept Leao, kept Magnan, kept Pulisic, kept Fofana, kept Rubens Loftus-Cheek. They still have like most of their same players apart from Tijani Randers and Samuel Chukwueze. So all that and one game a week is going to be scarier. And their coach, Allegri,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is looking like Milan's league to lose. And they're up top. Modric has been the best player in Serie A so far. Yeah, like easy. So good to see Leao back on the score sheet. And obviously I'm supporting them because of my guy, Modric. I don't know if you saw the game, but it was a good game. It was a fun game. Fiorentina is not an easy customer to have. So
Yeah.
I'm
Speaking of Serie A,
yeah.
did you see the Como game? The
Yes.
Como result? Yeah.
Yes.
Thought that was pretty
Nico Paz. Nico Paz, Real Madrid graduate.
I know that name.
That guy is cold. That guy is cold.
But yeah, Serie A is definitely getting, the plot is not, I would say it's thickening, because there's some power dynamics that are changing. The teams that are the teams that are dominant and are on form are not necessarily the ones that you would be like, oh yeah, no brainers, which makes for great football.
Yes, and again, you never know what will change in 2 months.
Right.
Somebody can go on a losing streak, and
100%.
all of a sudden everything is changing. So
On my end, I just hope maybe that AC Milan wins this. Maybe. And Mike Magnan just wants a new challenge somewhere else.
everything always leads back to you. Everything always leads back to you.
It's just, we should have got him this summer. So there's that.
I want to make this. This is becoming a customary comment on this since this season started. Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland all scored again. Naturally. And I think Mbappe is the first player since Cristiano a couple years ago, or a decade and change ago, to score 10 plus games in the first 9 games of the season. Mbappe has 10 goals in 9 games to reach that record. Guess how many goals in 9 games Cristiano had for Real Madrid?
How many?
17.
Damn.
17 goals in 9 games.
Different.
It's just ridiculous. But Kane and Haaland, I think they scored like 23 goals in 12 games. Something stupid like that. So they are definitely still firing, and they are definitely the best players in the world right now. And I mean, again, the new gen Ozil Cristiano link partnership between Arda and Mbappe continues. Arda good assist for Mbappe, and Vinny didn't start. I think because of he played in South America. Even actually maybe not, because Rodrigo also played in South America, but he started.
Yeah.
But immediately Vinny came on. He got 2 players sent off because what they always do to Vinny, just hack, kick, and for once, speaking as a Real Madrid fan, for once,
LOL.
for once, they finally punish these guys
for just on our side.
for just hacking my boy. Hey,
Yeah.
hacking my boy for no reason. Anyway,
There have been at least 14 times the ref were on your side.
no, watch out. Yeah, I think you're mistaking me for Barcelona.
Yeah. True.
Lastly, last week, I wanted to congratulate the Moroccan under 20 team for winning the under 20 World Cup. Huge for Morocco, huge for Africa. They beat Brazil, Argentina, Spain, and France on the way to that. So it wasn't like it was it was well deserved. So shout out to the boys. And I mean, when you see their senior team doing what they did, the senior team is the African team that has gone the farthest in any World Cup, finishing fourth last time, and seeing what they have in the grassroots level too is, testament to the work that they're doing to develop football in that country. So, doing that, the continent proud. So shout out to Morocco under 20 for being the world champs.
Very impressive.
Very, very impressive. IQ Player of the Week. Now there were a lot of individual brilliance this past weekend. JP Mateta scored a hat trick, then missed a sitter to win, not a sitter, but a chance to win it. But he did score a hat trick. When they're 2-0 down, he brought them to 2-2. When they were 3-2 down, he brought them to 3-3. So he had a great game. Haaland, you know what he does. Mason Greenwood scored 4 goals for Marseille. Rafael scored the 2 goals to win the game against Fiorentina. Nico Paz had a goal and assist to beat Juventus. Anthony scored 2 goals to save a point for Real Betis. Joaquin Panicelli for Chelsea beating Strasbourg. Strasbourg against PSG had 2.
Strasbourg will beat PSG?
No, 3-3.
Okay.
But he scored 2 goals. He had a good game. So lots and lots and lots of great performances. Harry Kane played absolutely out of his skin against Dortmund. He scored 1 goal, but like he was the one dropping, and Nico Jackson was like up top. And Harry Kane is very comfortable dropping in. He had a great game. So hard to choose for me. I know. I mean, the 4 goals for Mason shouts. Rafael did it in a big game for them to against Fiorentina to lead the league. Nico Paz is just a wonderful footballer. So I don't know, what are you thinking?
Josh Achimpong. No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing. But shout out Josh getting his first goal. Looking at that list, who'd Palace play again? Who'd Palace play again?
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Yeah, it's either between Mason Greenwood and Mateta for me. And Nico Paz with that brace is also, or the goal and assist was also pretty freaking important and pretty beautiful.
Yep.
I don't want to say Mason Greenwood. Is that a problem? That's why I'm this is awkward. But I mean, this is an IQ, a ball, pod, and I think 4 goals definitely warrants individual recognition. So
I mean, 4 goals. It was against 10 men, but it was still 4 goals.
I mean, it's still 4.
It's still 4 goals. So shout out to Mason Greenwood, IQ Player of the Week. Special shout out to Nico Paz for all of them. Everybody here: Panicelli, Anthony, Nico Paz, Rafael, Haaland, Mateta, all played wonderfully this week. So shout out to everybody. IQ Finish of the Week. Now there was the Trauna screamer for Burnley against Leeds. Very good goal. CR7's goal in Saudi after missing the PK, where he got the ball corner left, cut in with his right and whipped it in finesse shot. But I want you to pull up your phone and look up Abdoulaye Touré, his goal for Le Havre against Marseille. That same game that Mason scored 4 goals. This was the last consolation goal, and it was some goal. It was like some goal. It reminded me of Real Madrid fans will remember this. Remember when Real Madrid beat Schalke like 5 or 6, where Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema scored 2 goals each, I think, away in Schalke. Then Klaasian Huntelaar scored just one crazy goal, even though it was a consolation. That's what it felt like. That goal was ridiculous. If you find it, just pull it up. There it goes. Watch this. It's setting up. It's coming. It's coming. Like,
Air and
bang. Yeah, that is the goal of the week. That is the goal of the
he
week.
hit it sweet.
Yeah, that is the goal of the week. So shout out to Abdoulaye Toure. Even though your team got mauled, you left there with something. You left there with something. So yeah, that's the episode. Champions League is back by the time this comes out. Actually, Arsenal playing Atletico, which is I laugh because I'm like, okay, Rumble is about to go in full effect. You play Ajax, and Real Madrid plays Juventus at home, so decently sized game.
Very important for us to get a result there. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Sorry, I think that I don't think we have any suspensions for that match. It's just injuries,
I think it's just injury.
but very important match. Just because we've already shown our rear end against Bayern.
Sure, it's funny. Saturday, Napoli, Inter. I'm telling you guys, watch out for Serie A. They are playing some serious football in that country. Watch out for Serie A. And it's like every other week there's some game to like look out for, look forward to.
Fixtures.
Good fixtures. But this Sunday is El Clasico.
Good luck.
El Clasico. I am looking forward to it a little bit because Xavi Alonso has not the best record against big teams, big games, and his first two big games for Real Madrid, he's lost woefully. So I hope that he just does what gets him there, and I think we'll be fine. Barcelona has a ton of injuries. They won that game last minute against Girona over the weekend. We won our game relatively late against 10 men, later on 9. So not like we're like, both teams are not like on fire coming to this game, but El Clasico is El Clasico.
Yeah.
So is something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we have time, we can do like a quick pre-classical. I mean, pre-classical episode maybe later on the week.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's why I donned my Real Madrid jersey.
Makes sense.
Before we go, quick predictions for Clasico.
Where is it?
It's in the Bernabeu.
I think it's gonna be a tie.
Score draw.
Yeah, I think it's a score draw. I'm just thinking about how many goals. Give me 3-3.
3-3 is not wild.
Yeah.
For a Clasico, for both teams with the high line of Barcelona and Real Madrid's iffy defense.
It just feels right. I think they're both very powerful when on their day. I think they're both going to be deathly serious, as is to be expected.
Yeah.
But I do think there's frailties to both teams that will be exposed.
Yep.
And there's heat of the moment. You know, hoping for a fun, exciting game. No single action to ruin it. No early pen. No cards. Just good old fashioned hate.
Good old fashioned hate. I have to use my heart for this. So I would say that Xabi Alonso would get it right, and it would be a measured performance, and it will be 2-0 Real Madrid. And I say 2-0 because I think Yamal is still getting back from injury, so he's not in his flow state yet. Lewandowski is out. I think Ferran Torres is iffy. Rashford is on form. Pedri is on form. They're missing some defenders as well. So I I would say 2-0 calm win Real Madrid. Again, I'm talking from my heart, not my head. I'm not talking from my head. I got it wrong again for United against Liverpool anyway, but 2-0 win. But I'll say this: your 3-3 is not like it's not like what the hell are you talking? It's not.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I know that's a high score margin, so don't clown me in the comments. But I do think I could see that happening.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, share.
Hit the bell. Hit the
Please
bell.
help us out and do that. Helps. What they say, it helps the channel a lot.
It's just good for the community. It does your soul good.
Yep.
Let it. Yeah. Just
Yep.
click
2
that
seconds.
button.
2 seconds. Cost you nothing, please, and cost us. It means the world to us.
It
It
means
costs
a
you
lot.
nothing. Means the world to us. So.
It means something to me.
It means something to me. This means something to me.
There we go. There we freaking go.
Anything before we call it?
No, I said up to Chelsea.
Good luck in the Champions League. And who are you playing in the league again?
Ajax,
Sunderland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a. I don't want to. Sunderland's been playing. No.
They've been playing well. They won their last game. Granit Xhaka leading the lines.
Sunderland's been playing well. I think we've got Spurs coming up next weekend. Yeah, it's the Saturday, November the 1st. So we'll play them. So yeah, it's just, business end of the schedule. Not really, not business, wrong saying. But it's there's a couple of fixtures here. We were BSing earlier. Now is the time
To kick
to
in.
lock in. We've been given golden opportunities by teams not necessarily hitting the mark. It's frustrating to think back, but I don't do so in anger about what we could have done if we had just nailed our friggin' signings just a little bit more. Get a center back, get
And a keeper.
and then just let it all cook, let it all work out. Regardless of Liam Delop getting hurt or whatever is inevitable. But Marquis Gui has been. I'm not saying he's great. I don't want him starting every game, but he can play in a way that opens things up for the rest of the team. So yeah, this could have been a title season for Chelsea if we had played it just 2 more cards in the transfer window. Because we didn't, it's the top 4 season is the goal, and get some trophies, some silverware that we haven't, gotten domestically. It's been a while. We've gotten embarrassed at Wembley way too many times recently for that. So anyway, rambling.
All right, y'all. Thank you for sticking with us. Catch you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.